Hi, as you can see today we're trying to take an awning off and not get killed. Big rainstorm came along, made a mess. And you always gotta be careful with these things. There can be a lot of tension on them. Because this one's in the out position. And we got the gas shock is actually pushing it out. You know, some of these wind up different ways. You know, they have the spring tension on that rolls them back toward the RV. And you got to be so careful with these things because you can really get hurt quick. But our goal is just cut this off. The electric motor still works, so then we can kind of, whoops, now it's pouring the rain on us. Here it comes. All right, you can see that worked out pretty good. You can see how the awning had all collapsed and got bent. So we just want to get that awning out of the way. And so now we can get this mechanism loose, get all this off and get a new one ordered, get put on here.
But is there tension on that one up there?
Yeah, I don't know. We're trying to be very careful. Take this screw out. Alright. No tension on that one. And we just got this other one over here to try to get off.
For the emergency room?
Alright, there's no tension.
No tension at all.
Floppy loose. Good deal. Alright. Hopefully we're not going to get killed today. Or at least hurt. As it rains on us. Just a little bit more. Florida weather, sunshine and rain, sunshine and rain. That's a long screw, isn't it? Any day now.
I think there's tension on that one because it's leaning that way.
Yeah. There she goes. Alright, super. Well, that's one way of getting it off when your awning collapses. Seemed to be pretty easy for us. I just want to make this quick video because if you deal with these things, they can be very dangerous. Now this one is different. I know mine on my Winnebago, it's got a big heavy spring. Oh, let me try to get under this tarp so I don't get so wet. I've talked about this. Mine has even though mine has an electric motor, it also has a heavy spring in it also. This one being a little bit different design, I'm assuming it's utilizing the gas strut up there that gives it the tension that pushes it out. And the motor is used to wind it back up. So this is, and what brand was this? A Carefree?
Carefree.
Carefree. So it's a little bit safer to deal with, but just be mindful if you go to work on one of these things, think twice. Try to download the installation and service manual for your exact model, because if you take the wrong screw loose and you're not ready for it, you can really get hurt in a hurry. And I'm getting wet. So anyways, I guess that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Okay, just to point out, if you get into one of these and you want to attempt it yourself to take it down, be sure to locate the model and serial number and download the manual to it. And this particular one, I think I mentioned before, it doesn't have a spring. Some do. I know ours does have a very powerful spring, but it made me, this reminded me of a fella in this very same campground last year. He was, he needed an awning repair or something, a motor replaced or something. And he didn't like the quote of the local mobile tech, so he thought he'd do it himself. Well, 14 stitches later, he decided to call the mobile tech back because it got away from him. That spring let loose and caught him in his arm and gave him 14 stitches. So these things need to be respected because they can be very deceiving in their design and their assembly and the power and the torque that they have on them, especially the ones that have the springs. Evidently the way this one is designed, it just utilizes the gas shock to constantly apply pressure to pull out or push out, and then it uses this electric motor here to wind it in or wind it out. So that's how they get away from not having that huge spring. But Winnebago's design has a big spring to be aware of. Anyhow, I guess that's what I got. See ya.